I don't know how you work without a mouse pad. Okay, so I'm recording. Yes, good.
PG Krollmeister has hired me to investigate a series of equipment meltdowns that have been plaguing the prominent Oklahoma storm research team he sponsors. Since his team has been expected to win the $100 million grant at stake in the upcoming Green Sky Storm competition, Krollmeister suspects that there is something far more sinister than simple equipment failure going on. I'll be joining the team undercover, replacing their previous intern, Pete, who wound up with a broken leg after one of the accidents stranded him directly in the path of a storm. Stepping in at the most dangerous and chaotic period of the chase season, I'm going to have to keep my wits about me to stay on top of the sabotage and the storms.
Okay, so that's like our background on the case we're going to be doing. So let's just go ahead and dive right in. We are doing Senior Detective, which is harder, but oh well.
Whoa, oh my gosh!
Am I gonna do an intro for YouTube? Yeah, probably should have done that. Oh well, I'll just start the intro for YouTube with like the case. Hey guys, Rachy Bear for YouTube. Didn't really do any sort of intro there. Oh well. Let's see. Oh, I guess. Oh, okay. I'm like, can we not go inside?
That's a weird piece of debris. Whoa, it's filled with money.
Wow, it's filled with money. Once again, amazing job. Thanks, payment
I
enclosed.
better take this and see who it belongs to.
Hear like a fire truck outside. We're playing Trail of the Twister, and it looks like there's gonna be one outside. No, we don't live in an area that has twisters. Okay, let's see what we can check out. Hello, Nancy. Sorry we missed you. We're out chasing. The wind shear readings are strong enough that there may be a possible tornado forming to the north. Until our return, I'd like you to familiarize yourself a bit with our operation. Please take the tornado quiz on the computer in the cellar. Don't worry, we don't care how you score. Also, there's a stack of papers in the dining room that needs to be filed away in the cabinet. You'll have to use my ordering system, but I've left notes for you on how it works. And you'll want to drive down the street to Ma and Pa's general store to meet Pa. There's a GPS in the car. You'll like him, he's quite the character. Thanks for filling in last notice. I look forward to meeting you in person. So, for our little to-do list that I want to make, to do, we need to take tornado quiz. And that's in the basement. Right? Yes, basement. And then we need to file papers in the dining room? Yes. In dining room. And finally we need to go to store, meet Pa. Oh god. It's like mom and pop shop and it's just literally called Ma and Pa. Let's see, over here. Oh, I'm assuming something will be on the table later if they want us to look at it. We have this
Previously on Are You a Detective?
TV.
Morris, you are not a detective.
Okay, don't think there's much we can do with that. Hey Adam, can you bring me my mouse pad? It's really hard to control without the mouse pad. It's kind of like all over the place. Or like it gets like stuck. Let's see. Well, I guess we can do our Twister trivia. The weather service will issue what type of alert when a tornado has been spotted? Tornado watch? No. Alert? Well, okay, if it's been spotted, is it just a warning? Oh, okay. A tornado warning means a tornado has been confirmed on the ground or what Doppler radar is showing circulation where a tornado could form. A tornado watch is issued when conditions for tornadoes or severe weather to form are possible. Have a weather radio on hand in case the power goes out. If a warning is issued in your area, seek shelter immediately. So it's tornado warning. How many tornadoes are recorded on average each year in the United States? 1,000? Oh! The majority of tornadoes occur in the area known as Tornado Alley, which partially includes Oklahoma, Texas, Kansas, Missouri, and Illinois. I didn't know Illinois had tornadoes. Weather in this region offers ideal conditions for tornadoes to form, particularly during peak season from late winter to early spring. Though most common in Tornado Alley, tornadoes have occurred in every state. Oh man, it's raining now. It's like, I looked outside, I'm like, oh, it's really gloomy. Look, more huge, really dark blue clouds. And I'm like, well, it's gonna rain. Tornadoes are measured using what system? It's either E or F. No, it's the F scale. The F scale, correct. Invented by Dr. T. Theodore Fujita? I'm gonna say the Fujita scale, or F scale, categorized tornadoes into 5 ratings. From F0, minor winds of 45 to 78 miles per hour, gusts producing light damage, aka broken tree limbs, to F5, destructive gusts of 262 to 317 miles per hour and total destruction. Houses completely removed from foundation. That's terrifying. Oh, see, this is why I thought it was E, because the EF scale. Okay, you got the EF scale implemented, counts for type of building material used in structures, blah, 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 blah. Okay, the least safe place to seek shelter in a public place, such as a theater or mall during a tornado, is a large room. Large open areas such as auditoriums or gyms should be avoided. The lack of roof support makes these areas susceptible to collapse during a tornado. Public areas should have designated storm shelters available, either a specific shelter or reinforced interior bathrooms or corridors. In preparation for an emergency, every family should have a tornado plan in place and this item. Probably disaster kit? A disaster kit contains essential supplies in case of emergency for every member of your family, including pets. Items from basic staples to household tools to first aid kits should be included. Items such as wire, sugar, salt, granola bars, batteries, flashlight, can opener, toothpaste, duct tape, and bleach. Full recommended list can be obtained in local emergency management offices. Which of the following is not indicative of a possible tornado? No, yeah, it's not. Greenish looking sky, maybe? Nah, downburst? A downburst is a different type of severe weather event. In a downburst, all of its winds flow out, whereas a tornado's winds flow into the tornado itself. Downbursts are difficult to predict and can cause severe damage due to strong straight line winds. Okay, I had no idea what that was asking. Or I didn't know what a downburst was. On average, what percentage of tornadoes each year rank as either an EF4, wind speed gusts of 166 to 200, or EF5? Maybe 5%? 1%? Yeah, only 1% of tornadoes in the US are ranked as a devastating EF4 or EF5. The majority, about 80%, are EF0 or EF1. Wow, the highest recorded wind speed was 318. What causes the most injuries during a storm, or during a tornado? The flying debris, obviously. Wow, we got a score of 50%. Well, apparently they don't care about our score, so I'm gonna cross the tornado quiz off of our to-do list. We do have a gallery here. Some different types of clouds. These are like real pictures, aren't they? Yeah, like all those... Oh, okay. I know what that did. Like all of those tornado things, all those tornado facts were all actual, like real facts about tornadoes. Can snoop this area. Okay, I don't think that's really important. Anything over here that we can snoop?
Mice. I agreed to tornadoes, but I did not sign up for mice.
Oh my gosh, we had a mouse. The first, like, okay, we moved into our new apartment. This is just last year. Like, where I'm streaming right now, this apartment. We moved in, and like, 1 or 2 weeks later, there was a freaking mouse. It went and hid in our, like, storage type
Nancy,
closet.
is that you?
Yes, that's
Oh.
me.
Scott wants to meet you.
Be right there.
We'll
Nancy
finish
Drew,
the story in a
you made
minute.
I'm Scott Varnell, the person in charge of this meteorological train wreck. Welcome aboard.
Are you the person I'll be reporting to?
You'll be reporting to Debbie. But make no mistake, I call the shots around here. Ever seen a real tornado, Nancy?
Well, yeah. As I was driving up to the farmhouse, it wasn't that big, but it sure threw a lot of debris around.
Well, isn't that just peachy? We spend hours racing all over the countryside, and where's all the action? Right in our own backyard. We're never gonna win this thing. The school's gonna pull the plug on us, sell the farm, and that's gonna be all she wrote. And it's all Krollmeister's fault for saddling us with a bunch of Bush League junk. But now that you're here, maybe our luck will change. 2 things you need to do right off the bat. I gotta give a workshop on tornado preparedness at the junior high school next week, so put a sample disaster kit together for me. If anything's missing, go up the road to Ma and Pa's and get it there.
He just said we need to do a sample disaster kit. Gotta put that on the to-do list. Also, it is pouring outside. Wow. What goes into
What
a
goes
disaster
into a
kit?
disaster kit?
Look, you're here because that rich uncle of yours said you could do the job, so be a little resourceful and just do it, okay? If you need a nanny, have your uncle send one. We don't have the budget. Second thing you need to do is redesign the
Asshole.
warning siren layout for the local community. They just got a set of new sirens and their range is different, so the town asked me, and now I'm telling you, to figure out where to place them so if there is a tornado, everyone will be within earshot of a siren. All the information you need is on the chart in the other room. You have questions about anything, bug Debbie, not me. Nice meeting you.
Oh. The mouse story. Yes, we moved in, and like first or second week we were there, mouse. It runs into our storage closet underneath the vacuum. Benny's going nuts. And it was like 1 a.m. No, it was probably like midnight, and Am had to run over to Walmart to get some mouse traps. And like apparently they close. Easy
That
scan.
tornado you just saw. What'd you think?
What do you mean?
Were you excited? Terrified?
I thought
Did
you
it
didn't
make
want to
wanna
talk to
go
me.
home? What?
Actually, that tornado is the coolest thing I've ever seen in my life, and I can't wait to see another one.
Now that's what I like to see. Wish I could get that sort of enthusiasm out of my students these days. Between you and me, the last few years I've gotten stuck with the worst students. I could be telling them about the most exciting storms on record, and all I get back is a sea of bored faces. Before they defunded my department, I got the best of the best. Students who really cared, like Debbie, but those days are over.
That must really be disappointing.
What are you, like 18? Do me a favor, kid, don't talk to me about disappointment till you've lived long enough to experience it firsthand. I'm sorry, Nancy, that was... I know you meant well. Anyway, good news is it looks like weather conditions for the next 2 weeks are going to be ideal for tornado genesis. Which means we could be in for a record-breaking string of tornadoes. You may be putting that enthusiasm to good use.
I sure hope so.
Okay, as I was saying, apparently they close Easy Scan after a certain time. So here we are, like, here I am, shoving a towel underneath the storage closet so the stupid mouse wouldn't run out. And it takes Adam, he gets home at like 1 a.m. We stick the live mouse trap under there and wait until morning to check, and then he went, it was still alive and he went and released it somewhere. But I was like, are you kidding? We move in and there's a mouse already. might as well just start with this. So I'm gonna say you want... I don't know if it has to be completely covered or not. So we have to design this in such a way that... Yeah, I'm not exactly sure what we want here. Sure? I don't know. You probably want as many overlapping, actually. So I don't think that's gonna overlap with anything, though. You know what? I want to save that for later. Let's see. Guess we could talk to
Nancy,
her.
hi! You've met Scott, the project leader. I'm Debbie, the project manager.
You're the one who'll be giving me orders?
Pretty much. First thing every morning, drop by to see me. I'll let you know what has to be done that day.
Are you still in school?
I just got my doctorate in meteorology from
Doctorate.
Connect College. From the day I walked into Scott's Theories of Tornado Genesis class, I was hooked. I've been on his chase team in one capacity or another ever since.
You must be pretty easygoing.
I've just learned how to read Scott and deal with his idiosyncrasies, that's all. Like all the equipment malfunctions we've been experiencing. Let's just say that Scott is extremely good at misdirecting blame.
You think the problems are really Scott's fault?
But hey, I could be wrong. Which, by the way, is something you'll never hear him say. Anyway, as for the rest of today, those 2 jobs Scott gave you, get them done. Pretty much everything he says in there, I can hear out here. He's not exactly a low talker. The chart with all the siren stuff is in the living room, and that computer quiz you took will tell you what needs to go into the kit. If any items are missing, you can go to Ma and Pa's general store up the road and buy them. Just purchase wisely, our budget is very limited. And if you haven't introduced yourself to Pa or finished the filing, please do so. And once you're done with all that, you can head out to the cornfield and fix the sprinkler system.
Oh my
Fix
gosh.
the sprinkler system?
See, this farmhouse and the acreage it sits on were donated to Canute as a research facility. The chase team gets it during tornado season. The agricultural team's here the rest of the year, so we've agreed to maintain whatever projects they've got going in their absence. Right now, they're in the middle of collaborating on something with this big mucky-muck research center in Hawaii. Which is just another way of saying, fix those sprinklers ASAP.
I found this box out front when I arrived. Thought maybe I better turn it in.
Wow. There must be a couple $100 in here. Job. Thanks. Payment enclosed.
You don't know whose it is?
No idea. I heard you tell Scott about seeing that tornado, so my guess is the twister carried it in from somewhere else. Maybe even somewhere miles from here.
I'd feel better if you kept it.
Sure. When I get a chance, I'll call the sheriff and report it.
I'll check back with you in a bit.
Okay. Oh, and thanks for driving that car up here for us. That was a big help. See ya.
Hey Adam, the monitor next to me, like the new monitor, went like black for a second. I don't know. Did that affect the stream at all? Let's see. Filing system. Okay. So, for in the instructions. Ah! Okay, I think this gives us everything we possibly need to, at least solve this. So... No, don't think so. Okay, I was just... It just, like, went black. I was like, ah! Ah! Fix it! Okay. So... So, I'm gonna start with this one, because it's immediately next to... Oh, it doesn't tell me which way, though. I hate this. Oh, I hate these types of puzzles. Whatever, just start with the first one. So, this thing to the left of the triangles. It's also next to that and to the right of the 3 things. So I'm just gonna vaguely do that for now. So to the right of the dots, but also this is to the right of the dots. So the dots could possibly be out front to the left of S. Okay, I'm gonna say the dots go first. Just gonna put that out there. Thinking the dots go first. S is to the left of that, to the right of that. Okay, the dots are to the left of S with the arrow through it. To the left of it. So I'm gonna say that symbol goes next. I don't know. I definitely know the dots are first. They have to be. Okay. And then to the right of R. Trying to think of my directions right now. So I'm gonna put the R in front of the two triangles. I'm gonna put the big dot last. Is that all? 6? Let's see if that works. I know I didn't fully check it, but let's just see if this works.
I'd better try again.
Okay. Oh, so what's wrong? I'm gonna say dots are first, 3-dot set. They're probably first because to the right, to the right. So 3 dots first. Just gonna vaguely put stuff in here. You know that. Okay. So the 2 triangles immediately next to the R. Oh, S is immediately next to R. Okay. Oh, hold on. If this isn't it, then I'll really have to figure it out, but...
All right.
Okay. Okay, well that's done. File papers. Check. Oh, do I have to actually... Oh, okay. So R dot that triangles this and
Looks like garbage. Don't need this.
someone bought corn. Okay. Well,
I just saw a mouse over here.
I've been seeing more and more of them.
people are leaving corn piles, that's why. By the way, I guess I'll just re-mention this. Yes, because I'm playing a senior detective,
That's done.
I don't need a task list. So, I think for the disaster kit, we're supposed to look at this, see what's missing, and then buy that. Oh, surface charts. I have no idea what this means. Talk to this
Hi,
guy.
I'm Frosty. As you can probably tell from all this
Frosty.
equipment, I'm the media guy. Still pictures, audio, video, digital, analog. I do it all. Do it pretty darn well, too.
Is there a story behind the name Frosty?
Sure is. A couple of years ago, before I met Scott or any other tornado chasers for that matter, I was out taking pictures of this ginormous thunderstorm that was brewing outside Norman. I'd drive for a while, jump out, snap some pictures, roll some video, jump back in, drive some more. Just looking for good pictures, you know? I wasn't really paying attention to what the storm was doing until all of a sudden it got really, really dark. And then it just started pouring. And I mean, rain was coming down like my car had stopped under Niagara Falls, and the wind was blowing and the car was swaying, and then it started to hail. First just dime-sized stuff, then quarter-sized, then golf ball-sized, then all of a sudden, the windshield shatters and a hailstone the size of a fist lands in my lap. Then another, then another. Turns out I'd punched the core of an incredibly powerful HP supercell.
You'd punched the what of the who?
HP means high precipitation, lots of rain, and a supercell is a cloud formation capable of producing severe thunderstorms. The core is the worst part of a supercell, where violent updrafts can produce huge hailstones, to say nothing of tornadoes.
Did you see one?
That time? No. But I did roll down my window and start shooting, and I came away with photos and footage of hail that no one's been able to top yet. Overnight, I went from being Tobias Harlow, run-of-the-mill photographer, to Frosty Harlow, fearless documenter of extreme weather phenomena.
What happened to your arm?
What, these scratches? Just a few minor war wounds. See, I was climbing the fence next to the old Fraser Creek windmill so I could get a clear shot of some mammatus clouds. And what happened? I dropped my camera bag right into a patch of brambles. Thorns just about took my arm off when I went to grab it.
How long have you worked for Scott?
I joined the team last year after their photographer quit halfway through. This is my first full season. I'm the best thing that's ever happened to this team, I might add. I'm good.
Do you know what goes in a disaster kit?
If I were putting together a disaster kit, it would include a map, some flashlights maybe, and Laurie Gerard and a sweet cherry red convertible. But that's me. The type of kit Scott probably wants probably has, no clue. Batteries, and maybe Debbie knows.
I need to get going.
Bye now.
Okay, yeah, we have a disaster kit right there. They did say check the computer. Emergency planning disaster kit. Wire, sugar, salt, granola bars. You know what? I'm just gonna write this stuff down. Water. Sugar. Salt. Granola bars. Batteries, flashlight. Can opener, toothpaste. Duct tape and bleach. I don't know what you would need bleach for. Yeah, gather. I'm gonna ask Debbie real quick before we go to the store, just to double check.
Would you happen to know who threw out the sales receipt for dried corn that's in the wastebasket over there?
Dried corn? Why would anyone around here buy dried corn?
To make the little piles of dried corn I keep finding around here. They look a lot more man-made than mouse-made.
Are you suggesting someone has been deliberately feeding the mice?
I think someone's been trying to lure them inside.
Everyone on this team has his quirks, that is for sure. But deliberately causing a mouse infestation? Nobody's that mental.
What goes in the disaster kit again?
Obviously someone is.
You don't remember?
No, sorry.
To tell you the truth, I have to look up a lot of things myself some days. Check the computer, that should help you out.
Why is there a file in the cabinet labeled Grange Theater?
Theater's kind of a passion with me. So when I got here at the beginning of tornado season, I found out the Grange needed a stage manager for the play it's putting on, and volunteered for the job. And soon became the sound and lighting director as well, which means when I'm not here or out in the field, I'm there.
It sounds like you keep pretty busy.
You don't even know the half of it. We're approaching final dress for the Grange's big play of the year. Everyone from around here shows up. You should ask Pa about it. He's got much more of a passion for the stage than you'd expect from a man in overalls.
That's it for now.
Have fun!
Okay, I have to go to the bathroom real quick. I know it's only been half an hour, but I have to go. Be right back.